In the last video, we looked at the very top section of the LinkedIn profile and talked about all of the different features. Definitely do all of those before we go on any further. What I would recommend is that you watch a video, apply the practices before going to the next video, right? Because they all layer on top of each other and there's no point in skipping around. Do one well, then on to the next. So, that being said, let's go down in the profile. So I want everybody to turn on creator mode. Creator mode allows you to create newsletters, it allows you to go live on LinkedIn, right? So this is important. I want everybody to have this feature on. It just really makes a profile stand out. And it allows you to do more things and have more features. So, why wouldn't you ultimately take advantage of the free features LinkedIn already has within it? So, definitely turn on creator mode. And then let's look at your about section as well. Now, we talked about the headline in the last session. I help X with Y achieve Z, some type of call to action at the end. Perhaps in the beginning of that, to cap it all off, we have our title: CEO, coach, executive coach. Are you a speaker? Are you an author, right? Then go into your I help X with Y achieve Z, end with a call to action. Your about section should mirror this same exact formula. Your about section, and that's why I encourage you to do these videos and steps in order, because until you have that value proposition, there's no point in writing about it, right? So get that nailed down and then go to your about section. So your about section should follow it should follow attention at first, right? You're trying to get somebody's attention. You have a hook, right? And then you have a body. So this is the structure. Again, a call to action. How can they get a hold of you? With some storytelling interlaced there. You don't get a ton of characters. It's between 2,000 and 2,500, I believe. So you don't have a ton of room to play with, but optimize and maximize that space. Don't have it as one paragraph that nobody will read, right? Litter it with keywords. This is how our profiles are discoverable on LinkedIn, by keywords. So litter them with keywords in all areas of your profile that are possible. So you have a call to action based on that I help X with Y achieve Z. Who are you speaking to, right? It's really important right here to talk to your target audience immediately and grab their attention. Otherwise, they don't understand and make the connection of why they should network with you, connect with you, work with you, right? So make that connection explicitly clear and put it right there at the top, right? Who are you speaking to? And you can have your calendar link right there, right? So a lot of people put their calendar link all the way at the end as the call of action, but your about section's kind of long, right? So you don't want somebody to read 10% of it and not know how to get a hold of you. So feel free to put your call to action at the top and at the bottom. And you start with something that's catching their attention. So for mine, do you crave transformation, authenticity, and results that defy average? So who am I speaking to when I'm talking with language like this? I'm talking to high achieving people. I'm not talking to people that want mediocrity. I'm not talking to people that want average results, right? That's not what I'm trying to sell. And that's not who I am. I'm an above average person. I'm a high achieving person. So I want to have language in my profile that appeals to high achieving leaders as well, right? In order for your target people to understand, again, that relationship of why they should do business with you, the language and the copywriting expressed in the about section should target them accordingly. And then I establish myself as a solution, right? I'm here to empower you to top 1% visibility. Oh, that's interesting, right? What is your unique claim? and grab attention quickly, right? Maybe it's an ROI based claim. Maybe it's a customer testimonial there, right? What is something that you help people achieve that is unique, that adds some type of ROI benefit, some type of financial benefit, some type of big problem that they're looking to solve, right? So, in order for you to do any of this copywriting, you're first going to have to understand the pain points of your target audience. And true until you truly understand your target audience's pain points, how can you write for them? So you first need to understand who they are and what problems they have so that you can help them solve them. I mention my credibility factors, right? And I tell people I'm wanting to show you the exact strategies I used to do exactly what your goals are right now, right? So whether that's being a TEDx speaker, whether and being a high performing TEDx speaker, an international best-selling author, a successful podcast host, a successful CEO, successful entrepreneur, I can help you do those things because I've actually accomplished those things, right? And I know what it takes to do them well. So I'm here to show you those exact strategies. These are my social proofs in a sense, right? And it shows people what's possible for them to achieve as well, which is really cool. But I mentioned here a little bit of storytelling. Hey, it hasn't always been this way. I wasn't always in Forbes magazine. I wasn't always on Microsoft or being interviewed by Yahoo or Fox News. There was a point in my time when I grew up poor. I was the youngest child of five, raised by a single mother in poverty. Facts, right? I came from nothing and became something. So now people are interested. I've captured their attention again, right? Through storytelling, through relatability. And now they have the information of what I do, how I can help them, what I've accomplished to help them, right? And then some information on my backstory too that expresses my humility, it expresses my humanity. It's not all about, these successes. I also had failures in my life, right? And I'm being open about them. And then I talk about a pivotal point in 2022 when I changed my narrative, right? So it wasn't that long ago. So this also gives them hope through reading my about section that they can accomplish very similar things in a very short amount of time as well, right? And then I give them more hope. Imagine the possibilities, what it would be like for you to accomplish these same things. How would that make you feel, right? So, again, pulling on the emotion now with your target audience as well. And then I talk about how I'm seasoned and how I've done these things and how I want to help you do the same. And I give you a call to action right here at the end that tells you one more time exactly what I do. I make it clear. I don't clutter it with emojis. The emojis are very intentional, but it's eye catching, which is something to keep in mind. These little emojis interlaced here are just eye catching. They break up the monotony of the black and white, but it's very clear what I do, who I serve, how I can help you. It's also very clear at the end, here's call to action with all of my links, right? So that you can go to my personal website, you can go to my company page, and you can book a call today. And the key is I'm showing a lot of layers of credibility. I understand my target audience's pain points very well. I write to that person, not I don't write, and I'm not talking to somebody necessarily. It feels more like I'm talking with them. So when they read copywriting, it should feel conversational, right? They should know you a little bit. This shouldn't be all about you. It should be how you can utilize all your skills, all your abilities, all your experiences, your journey to help them. So until copywriting is about the other person, what you can help them accomplish through an inspirational lens that gives them hope that they can do the same thing and have the same success, it's not going to be connected to them. And ultimately, they won't see how you're going to help benefit them in any way. It won't resonate with them of why they should connect with you. So make sure your copywriting follows a very similar strategy where it's a attention grabbing hook. We have a body of some information of maybe a pivotal point, a transformation, your journey, right? And then take people through the progression of where you were and now where you are and where you're going. Take people on that journey. But you'll also see it's not one big paragraph that's super long. There's a plenty amount of white space in here. Lots. It's extremely easy to read on the eye. And you can follow it very well. It's laid out structurally very well, right? So, this is how people read. Nobody reads a tightly knit paragraph that's all together with no white space. It's not easy on the eye and it doesn't grab attention. And ultimately, you'll lose me in about 2 seconds. Where people pay attention and where they read down to the end, which is the most important, is when it follows a certain structure and hierarchy. So, hook, body with white space, and then some, points in here as well, some takeaways, some lessons. What have you learned in life? It could be even a quote that you have. What's your mantra? What's your mission, your motto? And then some type of call to action at the end. Include all of the places that they can find and connect up with you, right? The key is for anybody to looking at your profile to be interested in learning more about you. So that is the about section on LinkedIn. Much more to come, but until the next video, work on this section, and make sure that your about section is full, rich of keywords, is relevant to what you're doing now, is relevant to somebody else, to the point where when they click on your profile, they are intrigued to learn more. That's the whole point of social networking. So you first have to prove it to people with the copywriting. And then once your copywriting is good, people will start to connect with you more and you will have a much higher success rate on LinkedIn.